Swisher Homestead here. How you guys doing? So we've got some stuff done. We got our trees cut out. I'm debating about 2 trees right now. If I want to cut them down or not, I'll come up with something there. We've cleaned up some of the stuff on the ground. We got all the branches. I'm gonna do some cutting up with a chainsaw. We're gonna do some more raking. We're gonna cut some of these stumps down. We got a fire down there going. I was gonna do it yesterday. It was too windy. I say it's supposed to get really windy today, but get out here when it's calm, get it going. Make sure when you're doing your fires and you're gonna burn, you do anywhere from 5 to 10 feet around, rake it really good, get all the leaves, anything that can make it run. I mean, basically, if it gets one leaf, it'll go to the next leaf, the next leaf, the next leaf. Another thing is burning during the winter time is the best time because you don't have the leaves. You don't have to worry about them floating up in the air. So what I normally do is I'll do a whole perimeter, a whole mound of leaves and stuff, and I'll get that burned first on the bottom. I'll build a brim all the way around the fire pit, and then I'll throw all my twigs and sticks and whatever I cut off the trees. And just gonna do what we can do. So let's get on with the job, shall we? Alright guys, so I got all that cut up. Now what we're gonna do is to take up space in our beds. All this wood that I'm cutting up is all going in our beds, so it'll be a filler. So we won't have to spend as much money on topsoil. So all those things will come. Amy grabbed those probably Saturday. She'll stack them in a pile by the garden. We have another pile over there. All that stuff will drop in the logs in the bottom of our beds, and that'll fill in some of the beds and they'll compost. Now the stuff that I've cut down was oak and some walnut. Could I use it as firewood? Yeah, I probably could, but I can also use it in my garden. I did a little bit of research about pine, and it's mixed on the pine, putting the pine in your bed, so I don't think I really want to do that. Ooh. A little out of breath, man. That's a little bit of work with a chainsaw will wear you out pretty quick. So I'm gonna do is start cleaning up around here with a rake and start putting stuff inside I gotta clean this path right here. This area right here has to be cleaned by the fence because this is the area we always take our wheelbarrow. So I'm gonna start up here, rake this stuff up into just simple piles, nothing extravagant. And then we'll go ahead and get it out around the trees with a pitchfork. That's another thing, man. Pitchfork is something you need to buy for the homestead. That thing works awesome when you're doing stuff like this. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're gonna keep breaking up this stuff. I don't really think you want to watch me rake all day, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rake all this up. We're gonna get the piles, we're gonna get it cleaned up. We got our wood pile burning now, so we can get rid of all that stuff. Like I said, all the wood, all the trees that we cut down, all the wood that we cut up is all gonna go as filler in our garden beds. So as you can see, I got that stacked all right there. And I gotta decide about 2 more trees, what I want to do about them. So my idea is we'll finish this part first, and then we move on to the next part and the next part. And I'm gonna go all the way over to the road. That's kind of my idea. That's my plan anyway. So I figure, you know, come out here, take 3 days, 2 days, 3 days to clean up an area. The next area that I'm going to clean up is probably going to take me about 4 days. But we'll get all this cleaned up nice. Like I said, it's more or less just to pick up a lot of the wood chips and stuff from when we had the chipper here. And we moved it off the land just to clean up the land because wood chips were everywhere. And don't get me wrong, wood chips aren't a bad thing. Now, as far as the fire is concerned, all of that stuff will get spread when it's cold and it's done. It'll all get spread over here. So I'm putting more nutrients back into the ground from all the stuff that I burnt. So nothing on the homestead's going to go to waste. So, well, I say I better get back to raking. Stay tuned.